Okay. All right. We're live. Okay, folks. So this is my first live, and I'm a little nervous, but we'll get through it. It's going to be about an hour of me answering questions. So if you have any questions, put them in the chat feature, and I will try to get to them. So the first thing I want to do is introduce myself. I'm Elizabeth Smith. I am from the Mystical Mavens, so you can call me Maven Beth or just Beth. I work with the Mystical Mavens reading tarot, charms, and oracle, and I also do dream interpretation. So if you have any questions about any of those different things, we can talk about that. The Mystical Mavens was founded by two women, myself and my friend Liz. She does tarot and birth chart readings, and she also has the Lola Listener membership, which she could tell you about more at a different date. Um, I do the Mystical Mavens membership, and that is a membership that is for folks who maybe are solitary and don't have a community in the pagan community. They don't have a lot of friends in the pagan community. They don't get to go to events, or perhaps they do go to events, but they're looking for more of a sense of belonging. So I created the Mystical Mavens membership, and we call that M3 affectionately. So if you're interested in M3 or want more information about that, I can definitely give you more information. Or if you have any questions about it, just ask me any questions. I can answer questions about my own personal experience, my own personal journey, and really just anything witchy related. Um, if I don't have an answer for you, I will let you know. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started with some of the questions that were sent in. Let me just pull those up. Okay, so I've got those questions pulled up. Hi, Jasmine. Jasmine is a good friend who has her own YouTube channel and does her own lives. So I'm really excited to see you here. And so the first question that was submitted to me was, how do you balance structured rituals with spontaneous magic in your daily routine? So structured rituals for me is it's more sacred and something that I like to do with a group. I'm in a Hecate coven, so we do lots of rituals. We meet regularly once a month, and we we follow, what the high priest or high priestess is doing, and we really come together. It's more about community. And then spontaneous magic, I just kind of try to live magically. If you think about what kind of chores you do on a regular basis, if you do laundry, you're going to maybe, when you're folding your towels or folding your laundry, let's say you have a mantra that you are doing, and you're folding towards yourself to bring in blessings, or you can fold away from yourself to banish something. Um, you might be doing the dishes and washing away guilt while washing your dishes. You can imagine while you are vacuuming that you are hearing all of the noise inside your head while vacuuming. And then when you turn that vacuum off, not only does the noise from the vacuum disappear, but the noise from your head disappears too. Um, cooking is one of the oldest magics. You're stir clockwise and stir in love and abundance into your food. So it's just living magically is how I bring the spontaneity into my magic. Um, it's just something that you do as a lifestyle. Um, And then when the mood strikes, you might, light a candle or say a mantra or um, do something a little bit more focused when you bring in that spontaneity. So you can, and routine doesn't have to be as complicated as a full ritual either. You can bring in just a candle and light a simple candle, or you can burn an affirmation or something that you are wanting. I just have like my little cauldron here that I burn things in. Um, so you just get a fire safe bowl or something little like this and just burn something in it. Or you can invite deity, call the quarters, and have a full ritual. So it's really up to you how structured you want your life to be and how structured you want your spirituality to be. So, also, if you have trouble putting spontaneity into your magic, you can really try scheduling it. And I know that sounds counterintuitive, but just schedule like, okay, at 3 p.m., I am going to um, meditate for an hour and do whatever spontaneous magic comes to me. So that's something that it really works for my magic. So, does anyone have any thoughts on that or anything that you want to bring up? I know right now it's just Jasmine watching, but if anyone in the replay has anything, you can put that in the comments. Um, Anything that you want to bring up about spontaneous magic and structured magic. So, a couple days ago, I got a request for the live. So I'm just going to read that and then we'll talk about it. So here are my requests and questions for the live. I need help forming rituals for positivity and happiness. My ex-husband and my mother are two of the most evil people on earth. My daughter asked if we can do a cord cutting for her and her father. And my mother, I need to mend my pain. I've been doing so good, but today was triggered deeply. And I know the mystic ways can help, but I'm so lost on how and where to start. So I think cord cutting is a good place to start. Um, there's the traditional way of the two candles, and then you put the cord between them and you light both candles. Um, that's a traditional way of doing it. You can also um, take a picture of the two of you, or of your daughter and her father, and bind it with cord and then cut down the middle. That's a good cord cutting ceremony. Just you want to make sure that she does something that's safe. So if fire is not safe for her, then you could do it a different way. Another thing would be to do freezer spells for any evil actions that you feel like are putting against you. Um, that's as simple as taking their name, maybe their birth date as well, any kind of taglogs, which would be like a piece of their clothing or uh, some of their hair or something that represents them, like a picture, putting that in a bag. Well, I usually use Ziploc bags. Some people do use jars, but jars do tend to break when in the freezer, so I use Ziploc bags. But I put a little bit of water in there, put the piece of paper with their name and their birth date, and then anything that really just represents them, and put that in the freezer. And that is a way of freezing their actions. Another thing that I suggested to her was a shaker jar for taking out your anger. And that's really healing. There's two different kinds of shaker jars, and I have them here. So you have a dry shaker jar, or you can have a wet shaker jar. And I'll show you how those work. So this one is a protection jar. It's not really meant to be about putting your anger into it, but you could put a representation of the person in here. You can put nails, you can put thorns, you can put all kinds of things in here. Just look up herbs that are corresponding to what you want to personally put into the shaker jar. And then every time you see it or you're angry, you just shake it like you're shaking the person. And you can just shake it, roll it, and it activates the herbs in there. And um, you can seal it with wax or you can keep it open. This one is just a personal protection jar for me, so I don't really shake it angrily, but I do love to, just shake it sometimes and activate it. So that's one way of doing that. And then the wet one is just water, and you can put glycerin in it to suspend the things in the water. You can put dish soap or clear glue, clear just like school glue, and that will help suspend the things in the water. But when I turn it over, let's see if I can get it to come down. So it's got glitter in it. And you might think, well, that's too pretty. You can put maybe black glitter in it or um, some color that you don't like or that represents the person or that represents your anger, like red or something like that. And you can also put different things in here that might represent the person, um, beads that have their initials on it or something like that. But then when you shake it and get all your anger out, you can also hold it and then watch the glitter fall down, and it's calming you. So this is also called a calming jar or a sensory jar for folks with autism. So this is really good for calming the nerves, but it helps you get your anger out because you have to shake it first. Um, so those are two ways of making a shaker jar. Um, if anyone else has any ideas on how to deal with negativity and negative people in your life, you can put them in the comments below. And as far as forming rituals for positivity and happiness, which was the first part of her comment, um, you can do the same sort of things. Like this jar, for instance, has rosebud, rosemary, cloves. It's a self protection / self love jar, and it's got some other herbs and things in there. I can't really remember what I put in it. It made it a long time ago, but you want to put like maybe some pink salt in it, um, Himalayan salt. Let me see if I can smell what's in it. Oh no, I can just smell the cloves. It's pretty overpowering for everything else. But yeah, so you can make a spell jar. You can light a candle and focus all of your negativity into the candle, and then snuff out the candle, and watch the smoke take your negativity away. There's lots of things you can do to bring in rituals for positivity and happiness. You can take a rose quartz for self love and just meditate on it. Um, so there's really a ton of different things you can do. Um, I would look up, um, you could look up rituals for joy or spells for joy, bring more joy into your life. And another thing that is not really thought of a lot for, when you're wanting to bring something into your life is to do some divination and see what it is that's really causing the negativity in the first place. You might have an idea of what's causing the negativity. It was my mother and I need to heal from her trauma. It might be something else that you're holding on to that you need to let go. But divination will help you figure out the root cause so that you can make the spell and ritual more specific and really hone in on what you need to do to alleviate that pressure. So I'm going to leave it to the questions or to the chat. Right now, we just have one person watching. Jasmine, do you have any questions for me? It can be anything personal or anything like that. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and talk about the membership. Um, the membership is a the M3 membership is for people, like I said before, that um, need some sort of community, but they're not getting it through, the events they're going to, or maybe they are. Um, oh, Jasmine does have a question. My favorite Sabbat. Oh, that would definitely be Samhain. I love having the veil thinned and where I can talk to my ancestors. And it's just, I've always loved Halloween since I was a child. So that part does kind of play into it, where you get to dress up and pretend to be somebody else for a little bit. But it really is just the spooky season um, that that comes along with it. Samhain is, it's in my favorite season. It's in autumn, so I do love that. Well, here in the northern hemisphere, anyway. But yeah, so it's definitely Samhain, and you are always cooking. So I figured you were doing something else and listening. So yeah, definitely you cooking and listening to my live is a good thing. Um, what are you cooking, by the way, if you don't mind me asking? Guys, so Jasmine invited me over to her house one time and made the best. I don't know what it was. It was a stew of some kind, but it was so good. And she fed me until I was full, and then made me take some home. So she's definitely a kitchen witch, in my opinion. So let's see. Okay, so the M3 membership. So that is the first thing that you get is a course, an introductory course on our website, and that introduces you to M3 and how to use the membership and how to access the Facebook community and all of that. Etouffle. Am I saying that right? An etouffle? That sounds interesting. I don't think I know what that is. Sounds very Cajun and French. Yeah, so you'll get that course, and then uh, you definitely will get more acclimated to what we are doing in the community. There's a Facebook group that you would be getting access to, and um, a community Zoom call that we do once a month, and that is a lot of fun. We talk about all kinds of different topics on that. Um, and then it's just the members that are allowed to join that. Then we have, of course, this YouTube Live, which is going to be on different topics, and we might have some guest speakers that will answer questions in the future. So I'm really excited about that. And then we're going to have um, a virtual ritual once a month on Zoom. So that is uh, just to get people together who maybe don't do ritual on their own and they don't have a group. Um, yes, Cajun, I knew what you meant. But yeah, so um, we will have the virtual ritual on different topics. This next virtual ritual is going to be, let me look at my calendar, the 26th. So the 26th at 6 p.m., if you want to join the membership, we will be doing a virtual ritual on new beginnings. So since this whole thing is new for me, the new membership and everything being new, we want to try some new beginnings ritual. So you're welcome to join us. The membership itself is $9 a month. So I think that that's pretty reasonable. And you get all of those things plus, the support of the community. You get first dibs on any courses and discounts on courses that we will be creating in the future. And you get, if you're local to the Indiana area, we will be taking some field trips as well. So that would be something fun to do. But yeah, it's all $9 an hour. And I hope that some people rewatch this replay and we get some more members because it's growing. And I want to get people, into it and really get a community going online. So again, you get the access to the Facebook group, the virtual ritual, the community call on Zoom, and the YouTube live. Those are the features. The benefits are, the community, the support from, new people that you'll be meeting, and just some fun times. So, and you'll get to learn a lot too, hopefully. So those are the questions that were put in. Since there's not a lot of people in the chat, I'm going to end this one early. But thank you, Jasmine, for showing up and being here. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions for the next one, just let me know, and we will try to get to those questions. Just put them in the comments, and we'll talk to you later.